College London, and they are on the right-hand side of your picture there on the Berkshire station. We've got University of London on the left-hand side of your picture, and it's the University of London that are the current holders of this event, I believe. They won both academic Coxed Fours and senior Coxed Fours last year, I think, in a very good run for them. But King's College London, of course, always here, between themselves and all the UCL are normally very good contenders in the academic Coxed Fours. We always see very good racing in this event. And
well, if the results earlier are anything to go by, so these raced their semi-final earlier today. King's College London had a win by 3/4 of a length. Their time was 5:49. The race immediately after, University of London overcame Imperial College. That was just a canvas, and the time was 5:25, which is very quick. But
hard race.
You can only race what's against you, and this is a different race.
And actually, having just taken the ratings of both crews, we've got KCL up at 36.5 and UL at 36. So in Coxed Fours, that's pretty high to be coming through 500 metres at, and it's the University of London at the moment putting in a bid to retain the title.
And University of London, as they pass us,
very classy.
Have a lead, but not by that much. They had the faster time earlier today, but as I say, it's side by side now, so they'll just go for it. And as they're heading down past us towards the enclosures, they're coming up to the halfway spot, and it looks like University of London are just beginning to pull away a little.
And of course, in these Coxed Fours events, it helps that the Coxes who will be very experienced at both, sort of steering and everything that you usually associate Coxes for, but actually in a final where you're side by side with another crew that you're very familiar with, they're next door to each other on the Thames, if not in the same boathouse, can sort of point out and call out and give that distance to know where they are against the other crew, because obviously KCL at this point in time won't know, and that is a real driver and motivator for them to stay in touch, at least to try and keep contact.
Staying in touch, it looks to me as if they have just the smallest of clear water between these two crews, and as they passed us, the determination was just incredible. They're really going for this. At the start, we got the eights.
Club eights.
This is going to be another cracker. Canterburysian and Tideway Scullers School down at the start. This is the finish here, seeing University of London coming home again ahead of King's College.
And University of London, of course, will be very pleased to retain the title in this event because, of course, they have been rowing, obviously in memory for the last year and a half of Ailish, of course, who unfortunately had that accident over at the European University Games, and I think they've really stepped on because of that, and sort of the whole Row for Ailish campaign started within the University of London setup, and actually everything that they do now, they do with that in mind, and I think they'd be making her very proud right now because she was actually in that crew, the Coxed Four, that contended. So I think they certainly will be bearing that in mind, I'm sure, and racing with that in mind, and certainly, they're a length and a half up on their rivals from KCL. So
they look to be not letting it go here. They're certainly going for a bit of a finish, so it could well be that they get a bit more than a length and a half at the finish. Right, here we go, and I can tell you from the previous round, Canterbury won their semi-final. They're on the left-hand side, nearest the towpath on the Berkshire station. Tideway Scullers School 8 over on the right-hand side of your screens, and they are on the Buckinghamshire station. 1 second separated their semi-final times.
This is going to be very exciting. Now,
the quicker was?
I want to say Tideway Scullers.
They were by 1 second.
Excellent, good.
And the distance is not a lot. I think it was a length and a bit. in their semi-final races. So we are on for humdinger.
A humdinger, absolutely. And I've been lucky enough, as you're saying, you know, Martin and I have been sort of on the launches. Very privileged to be on the launches with a lot of these races over the last 2 days. And funnily enough, I have commentated on this Tideway Scullers crew twice now, and this will be my third time. So I watched them through their quarterfinal, I watched them through their semi-final. So I've seen how determined and how tidy this crew is. They are really sharp, and they, you know, I think actually, even though they are so sharp, it's actually Canterbury that have taken the small lead off the island.
Yeah, it is only a small lead. They look to me to be still rating the higher.
I could probably tell you.
Put a little watch on it. Scullers though, don't want to let them go. Really got to stay in the fight now.
So we've got Canterbury at 35.
2 mils on this when you're ready.
And we've got Tideway Scullers at 36. So Tideway Scullers rating the higher, but only just, and they've still got overlap.
They have got overlap. It stays as it was, which is just short of a boat's length there as they go past us. So that's 500-600 metres gone now.
Now, this is a very impressive start from Canterbury because in 8, you know, I was always taught if you go through 500 metres in front, if you go through 1,000 metres in front, if you go through 1,500 metres in front, you're going to win that race. You know, it's very hard, but Tideway Scullers coming back.
Wait. This isn't over.
Absolutely not, and I could be proved wrong.
Yeah. I mean, I've talked to all sorts of people who know about rowing, claim they know about rowing, and know sweet Fanny Adams about rowing. And what they say is it ain't over till it's over. Now, I know we say, 8s, they're difficult to accelerate and blah, blah, blah. But if you front load a race, if you go absolutely pedal to the metal, you can actually physically only get over the ground so in a certain time. Mm-hmm. So if you blow your gasket to start with, the chances are the others will come and try and catch you.
And you know what, Martin? I think Tideway Scullers have stayed in their own boat. They've kept to their own race plan. They've not gone hammer and tongs off the start like Canterbury perhaps haven't. Let's remember that Tideway Scullers got the faster time in that semi-final. Now,
by a second.
By only a second. So I think if they've executed their race plan well, we could be in for a sort of close-up on the crew from Canterbury, and there we are, look.
So there you go, it's a 1,500 metre track, yes?
Indeed.
It's beautiful conditions, course records are going out the window. So 1 second in an 8 is 2 seats?
2 seats, yeah. So if we're working off sort of 3 seconds being a length, if that, then so 2 seats, and that looks to be what Tideway Scullers have just about brought it up to, so...
Who's got the boat speed then? Now, do Canterbury put on another burst here? Do they just try and hold it to that? What's the tactic?
Well, you're right. You know, if they've gone off the start and said, look, we're going to get out as fast as we can and hold on, which if you know that the other crew's come fast in the semi-final, that's what you tend to do. Tideway Scullers will be thinking, oh my word, and trying not to lose their heads. And if they've got a good Cox who knows the race plan, and the whole 8 knows the race plan, I think they're going to be starting to press on, and actually, here comes the sprint.
Right, have a look at these rates here, because it looks to me as if Tideway Scullers are really beginning to wind this up. Canterbury
39 for Tideway Scullers.
Do they look as if they're able to hang on?
Oh my word, this is going to be tight.
God, this is going to be brilliant. Look at this. Look at this.
I would be very happy to be proved wrong.
Where is the finish line? Where is the finish line?
And I think it's going to be Canterbury. Potentially, yes, it is.
Well, they're not celebrating. It might be very, very close. We're not actually plumbing lines, so I tell you what, we're not going to call that. That could well go. Neither crew is punching and doing all those things when they win, so I don't know.
But I mean, everyone on the live stream is seeing what we're seeing,
tight.
So
well, make your own mind up.
Make your own mind up.
But I would add, this camera is not bang level, and it's certainly not the photo finish camera. So we'll let you know on that one.
What have we got now?
I think we have a bit of a break now for 25 minutes until 3 o'clock, according to my programme.
Well,
but we could have that pair that we missed earlier, actually. So
we'll stick with that because we could have the pair. our very alert staff here on our web streaming. The boys that drive the drones deserve a round of applause.
Here, here.
Yeah, absolutely.
My friend who celebrated Daddy's Day with his at least 20 kids I saw arrive, they're working damned hard, all his crew. They're in a little caravan at the back of us, stinking hot. 3 days of producing this, but wow, brilliant, absolutely brilliant coverage. So well done to you and the team, and well done to everybody involved with Henley Women's Regatta. It's just got better and better, this regatta, year on year. I keep telling everyone, come down and have a look. Had some mates come down yesterday, they know nothing about rowing. They had a fabulous time. They found it so exciting. And you meet some great people
You sure do.
from all over the world, Lizzie.
And the ones that can't be here are watching.
And the ones that can't be here, you're watching it on the Tinternet.
And you know, everything has gone up. The quality, not just the quality of the racing. You know, we've got crews from all over the world, as we've just said, competing here this weekend. And you know, 10 years ago, we would not have had 5 American 8s in senior 8s here at Henley Women's Regatta, and we do, you know, 4 or 5 I think there are in senior 8s, or have contested that over this weekend. And it's not just that, but also the quality of the, you know, everything, all the support network and the interest in the crowd and the size of the spectators has gone up. So,
And the Henley Regatta, the fact that they've now got more events at Henley.
I'm going to give you the result of that last race rather than keep you waiting. And it was a win for Canterbury by a canvas in a time of 4:47.
New record.
That is fast.
It was
The-
4:58.
The
New record.
the course record was 4:58. That's 4:47 by. Did I just say that? 4:47 by a